Welcome back. Today we are going to do a Pandora run. Everything was reset, so we need to earn back some of those Pandora points. Oh, we have chests, but it won't allow us to use them. It's odd. I don't really understand it. We're gonna do multiplayer because there's not really much point playing against the bots. It's basically just easy points. But it's not that much fun. It's a little bit too easy if you get a good draft. So we have blue, red, yellow. The War Beast is pretty solid. This is a good collector, but only if your opponent doesn't play lands in between the wells you want to collect from. I think the War Beast is better here. No, we're gonna go with the diver. Alright, now we have a lot of options here. We can go blue, yellow, blue, red. Can pick up a ranged flamethrower, Gabriel Cistern. And Ghost Dragon is a really good card if you have things that can buff your hand. But we don't have any green available to us, so this is kind of out of the question. This can be good, but it's removed so easily with like a Soul Drain or a Cypher's Wrath. So I think it's between these three. I feel like this is the strongest card. So I think we're gonna go down the blue-yellow route. Maybe red, yeah, red, blue, yellow, blue, red, blue. This doesn't really have any bearing on which one of these I choose. Other than we know for sure we are gonna be building blue lands. So yeah, I'm gonna go yellow with yellow and blue. Flying Piranha is really good if you can get it in a good position. The Slaughtering Shadow is nice as well. And this is an event, so if we come across some Windstorm Colossus in the future, we'll have, you know, an event already in our deck, so we can work towards that cost reduction of the Colossus. So honestly, I'm gonna go with the hold the line. Okay. Kaleem's Training, another event. Balloonfish, really good mobility. And a solid collector as well. We could even splash some red in here with this deck, but we're already at 6 colored lands. That's a lot of turns to be able to play this card. So it's between the balloonfish and the training. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the training. Flight of the Mantis, that's really something we want. The Sagittarius is also very tempting. It doesn't even have to hit our opponent's orb itself. Any creature. If any friendly creature attacks the god, we gain a Faeria. So that's really tempting. But I think I have to go with the Flight of the Mantis. Has good mobility. If we come across an Istanu, it can be useful. I'm gonna turn down the music a little bit. Okay, so we could also go for another Twin Soul Spirit, but I really like the Mantas here. I'm gonna pick Mantas. Okay, there's another event. Lore Thief gives us card draw. It might be really useful. It's basically a wisdom, but it's a creature, so it gives us opportunities to collect. I'm gonna go for the Shifting Tide though. We're gonna need land manipulation. Probably. Okay, we have a Bloated Toad. Don't really like that card. It's just like, I just don't like it. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna go for the Manta Rider here. The Adventurer can be good, but yeah, it generates events. That's really strong. So this is just one Faeria more for a Last Words and one extra attack. But this generates events. Okay, let's consider what we already have in our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we already have 5 events. So I think this is not what we want. So I'm gonna go for the Manta Rider. We need something to spend our Faeria on. Demon Wrangler can sacrifice a Manta, or an Imperial Guard. We can pick another Shifting Tide. We don't really care to sacrifice our creatures though. It doesn't really get us anything with a blue-yellow deck. Should I just get the Exalted Ogre? It's a 5 Faeria 7/7 if my opponent has under 10 life. So right now what we have going for us is mobility and flooding the board with creatures. And having our creatures stick to the board. Out of little guys. I feel like we could use some beef in our deck. But that puts us up to 7 colored lands if we want to play it. And if we draw this early on, it sets us behind from playing our Mantas and our Twin Souls. So I'm gonna pick up another Shifting Tide. Mystic Beast, that's a card we want to see. This can be a good card as well. If our opponent is playing a slower deck, like they build into the wells and stuff. This is a little bit iffy, you know, you're not guaranteed to get that spot next to your opponent's well. Spring Mochi sets us up for some good cards. This is a good collector. It's useful as well if we're having a face race and this Wind Wisp is like collecting on the right side or the left side of the map, and our opponent plays a big card next to our orb, and we hit their orb, then this gets buffed, and it's likely going to be able to clear something, especially if we get two hits into the orb after we've played this. So I kind of like this. Mystic Beast is good too. It's a bit stronger, and it keeps the jump and the +2 after it's been summoned next to the well. It's the same cost as a Mochi. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the Beast. Water Elemental, very good. Humbling Vision also very good. But I think I need the Water Elemental. Interesting, you have their base attack and life. World's Tier. That's amazing in our deck. All we need is to send a Manta or a Diver or anything like a Twin Soul Spirit, and we get a 10/10. Magda's Rose is also really good in a race. If you're saving Faeria, you have creatures on the board and you're just trading orb hits with your opponent. This can pull a win quite easily. But I'm afraid the World Tier is just too tempting. There's a Wave Crash Colossus. There's the Windstorm Colossus. This is what we want. Kingsguard is so good. I feel bad passing it up. The card draw is really good. But we need this card. Outland Ranger. This is a good defensive card. Like if you've knocked down someone, say they have a Volcanic Colossus and we hit it with with a Twin Soul Spirit, it goes down to 3 life, and then we Enchantress it, and it's only a 3/3. But I think that Outland Ranger is what we want here. Trident Adventure is good too. It's really good for covering enemy lands, aggressive enemy lands, or defensive. This generates another event though. The Outland Ranger is a bit more flexible, I feel, so we're gonna pick that. Just a plain Demon Wing, huh? I want to pick the Shimmering Statue. I'm gonna pick the Shimmering Statue. It might be bad, but for some reason I feel like it's what I want in this deck. Another event and land mobility, that's really nice. This is just kind of like a bigger creature, you know? We don't have a lot of creatures that have 6 life in our deck. I think we don't have a single one actually. The highest life card we have is Mystic Beast. Land manipulation is strong though. Very strong. How many events do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 events. I feel like that's more than enough for our Colossus to be able to be played. We're gonna pick the Prophet. This is also really strong. It's like a Windstorm Charger, but with jump instead of charge too. I think this is what we want to pick actually. Although it does die to Choking Sands. This dies to Cypher's Wrath Soul Drain. Do we want creatures with higher health in our deck? We're gonna pick the Snowstorm Lancer. Yeah. Orgrim Templar. I like that a lot. Deathwish Ghoul. I'm not a big fan of this card. It's not. I don't feel like it's very strong. We could get a protection. It's pretty strong. But some removal just goes straight through it. I'm gonna go with the Templar. Ah, Soldiering. This is good. Aurora's Disciple. That's also very good. These cards. I want all of these cards. Not so much this. This can be really good, or it can just like show up at the end of our deck and be worthless. Okay, what the hell is that music? That's not what I want to listen to. Okay. So, the Trident Warrior is good. We have a lot of events already, but we don't have any removal. So I think we could get even more land manipulation. I'm gonna pick the Aurora. Just give us some more creatures to put down. Trident Banquet. Oh, that's a wonderful card. Very good buff. But I think I need to pick up another Mystic Beast. Wind Soldier. Very good. It's a good target for Worlds tier. We still have a lot more cards to pick up, so I'm gonna go for the Wind Soldier. A Fugu. Haha. We're definitely gonna be building 6 lands. I don't know if we want to spend the power wheel to go up to 8. I like the Oblivion Rider. Jump is stronger than charge, but these creatures have the same amount of life, but if I build 8 lands, this is way stronger. Or almost as strong. This costs 5 Faeria. I'm gonna pick the Fugu. I might regret that later. Okay, this is great. We need the movement tech desperately. This would make our Mystic Beast cost 1 Faeria. And we are like desperately in need of bigger creatures. We have 1 Windstorm Colossus. We literally have only 1 card that is over 7 Faeria. Could go for another Wind Soldier. Terranax, I don't really like that card. I think the movement is really important for the style of deck we have. It just pretty much, if it doesn't guarantee it, it significantly boosts our ability to hit their orb. And it helps us avoid taunts. gonna pick the Fanatic. And the Key of the Giants. Chrysalis. It does have 6 HP. This is pretty strong. I've never played this card before. This is just a lot more boring, but it's more reliable. Yeah, we need bigger creatures. Yeah, this is just too slow. We have a deck that really relies on being able to play quickly, getting creatures down before our opponent can do anything. So I think this is where we pick the Tyrannox. Trident Warrior is good. Yeah, I value the mobility here. Ah, Tide Lord. So we have 1, 2. We only have 2 Tritons. Yeah. If this keyword was creatures instead of Tritons, this card, I would definitely pick this card. I think the way it is, I'm gonna have to go for the Blightborn. Tower of Curses. Gives -4/-4. I like this card so much better though. We might run into more Tritons down the road. Or we might not. We might be forced to choose between Tritons and another Windstorm Colossus. Or something else we need. It's a 5/5 with jump though. If nothing else. It's a shame, you know, we don't have more Tritons in this deck. I've been given lots of opportunities to draft them, but I like the Tide Lord. Frogify. Very good, very good. Biomancer. That draws us a lot, gives us a lot of options for drawing yellow creatures. I wish we had more Flight of the Mantas. Frogify though. Would require us to build 4 lakes. I'm gonna pick the Biomancer here. Ninja Toad. I'm gonna pick the Ninja Toad. I like this card. 6 Faeria, 6/5. Wanted to see a Triton in this set of choices. We're gonna get the Piranha. Yeah. Kleem's Prayer. That's good. I like that. Wave Crash is also very good in this deck because we're going to be collecting a lot of Faeria from our opponent's wells. This would be good if we had more Yaks in our deck. So it's between the Colossus and the Prayer. Biomancer just draws creatures, right? Yeah. It's another event. Okay, I'm gonna pick the Prayer. Zealous Crusader. Battletoads. I think Battletoads is really good. So is this Crusader though. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Battletoads. Barter. Very good. This gives us some removal. We do see neutral creatures in Pandora quite often. This gives us a chance to draw buffs. Or treasures, actually. Do events count? Do treasures count as events? I don't know. I'm gonna test it. Toe Ship. Emperor's Command. That's really good. You can kill a library with this, you can make an efficient trade with this, you can heal. This is more land manipulation. I'm gonna get the Toe Ship. Another Fanatic. That's what we want to see. Windfall? No. Get the Fanatic. And our last card. Eridan's Drum. Ooh. This is really strong with our deck too, because we're going to be collecting a lot of Faeria with all of our little creatures. Eridan's Drum is so strong though. Makes our deck incredibly strong. This is more in tune with our deck, what we're trying to do. This is so expensive too. It costs so much Faeria that we're gonna be using to play all these small creatures. I'm gonna pick the Bloodstone Golem. Okay, that was our draft. Now let's get into it. This music is from someone named Reshi, Reshi. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's a music creator on SoundCloud. I think some of her tunes, or his tunes, I think it's a girl that makes the music, but some of their tunes have been in popular video games. I'm not sure which ones, but I think I read something like that on her profile on SoundCloud. It's just kind of like lighthearted stuff, you know? Not too heavy, not too deep. It's good. I like good music. Music is a pretty powerful thing, you know? It influences our emotions so strongly. I mean, unless you're a sociopath. And even then it might still affect you, but I doubt it. Music is a pretty powerful instrument. You can use it for great good or great evil. Take the music industry of today, for example. I mean, what are most of the songs on the radio about? Like relationship troubles, like sex. Different people's body parts. Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. That's why I like SoundCloud so much. And whatever town I'm living in, I like to search for the local classical music station. Here in Washington, where I live, it's King FM, 98.1, I believe, FM. My cat is sitting in front of the TV just staring at me. He's daring me to tell him to get down. Get down. Good boy. He did it. Sometimes he listens to me. He's a really good cat. Maximilian. He's black mostly with a white tummy and white paws, white forelegs, and a little white like heart shape on his upper lip. Or whatever you call that part of his face where the whiskers are coming out. Right above his mouth, but below his nose. It's an interesting story. Like one day I was coming home from grocery shopping or job hunting or something when I lived down in southwestern Washington, near the border of Oregon, in a city called Centralia, and I was coming home. I parked my car in front of the house and I was walking up to the front door, up the steps, and I just noticed something moving on the porch in front of the front door, and I looked down and there's just a little guy, a little cat there. I don't know where he came from or why he decided to show up at my house, but he did, and I adopted him, and he's basically been with me ever since. I think he just scratched me. I think he wanted me to say he adopted me. Human, I chose you. Yeah, he's my buddy. Cinnabon. Okay, let's see if we can extract a win from this deck. That's a good starting card. I like that. We're gonna trade in the Manta Rider for a Twin Soul Spirit. I think I should have kept the Manta Rider. Oh well. We're gonna save this. Maybe we'll draw a Disciple, or maybe we'll be able to get a land next to their well from it. We'll just go in the opposite direction our opponent does. Unless they're playing a rush deck, and they just go straight towards me. Okay, looks like we're going off to this right side. Oh, I don't know what card that was, but it killed my guy. That's a bummer. So, I'm gonna go ahead and build desert here, and we're gonna move this land over here. Okay, next turn we can explore next to their well. Get a good Mystic Beast spot here. One of these two lands. Freedom Fighter. Okay. So, we're going to explore lake. Next turn we can play a desert here or here. One of these two lands. And then we can just set down the Tide Lord. Maybe we'll draw a Triton next turn as well. That would be nice. There's a Bloodfire Wisp. Tow Ship. Nice. I'm gonna place a desert here. And I just want to play the Colossus, but we can just clear the Bloodfire Wisp straight away. They don't have any removal that can kill this at 5 Faeria. I mean, they could have a Havoc, but it's unlikely. I'm gonna save this until it's a little bit cheaper. We're gonna play the Tow Ship aggressively. And that will be our turn. Crumbling Golem. Ha, and he just opens up a path for me. Interesting. Hey, there's a Disciple. So, we are going to move here. Play an aggressive. Should I double neutral here? Then they just cover my lands. If I play the Colossus, this just trades into it. I'd rather play the Tide Lord and the Disciple. So I'm gonna go for a lake. And we're gonna clear this. Do not want to see that getting buffed. And we're out of Faeria, but we do have a double collector. Okay. I'm okay with this. That could... The Disciple could get Cypher's Wrath. Okay, the Crumbling Golem is gone. Derelict Tower, okay. That's a ping. That's a good ping. And a Devouring Plant. Ah, that's terrible. Okay, this is the point where we play the Manta Rider. We don't have enough Faeria. Do I +1 here? No, I need to play my last desert. I'm gonna do it here. And we're gonna save our Faeria this turn. Hopefully we can get some events happening and can buff our disciple up. Get some value out of it. If nothing else, we recoup the Faeria. We actually gain a Faeria off of this creature with this double collection next turn. Biomancer, does this count as a creature? No, it's a structure. The shape of the card, you know, the top of the card tells you it's a structure. Creatures are more rounded. These guys are kind of angular. I like that word, angular. Okay. I think I want to draw a card here. We're good for lands for now, but I do want to double collect with this. I think I just double prairie. No. I don't really like doing this, but I'm gonna play this here. And then I'm gonna play the Manta Rider here. And we'll save the Biomancer for when they put some more creatures down. We're gonna hold on to some of our Faeria. Gives us the option to Windstorm Colossus next turn. You can clear my disciple. That's alright with me. We can put the Biomancer over there. It's kind of a bummer. I probably should have laked here in anticipation of double collecting with the Biomancer. I think it will be okay. We can also Twin Soul Spirit next turn. It's looking like a really good option. I really like that actually. Unless they play another taunt, and then it's not as good. Are we gonna see a Colossus come down? Barbarian Ogre. That's a scary card. We don't really have a good way of dealing with that. We absolutely don't have a good way of dealing with that. But I think it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be putting on a lot more pressure than him. Do I put it here? Force him to build another colored land if he wants to play a creature down here. Then he can block me here. Nope, we're just gonna go. I'm gonna go with that. And we're gonna +1 here, I think. Or do I draw? We're not collecting, so I think this is more important than drawing a card. So we're gonna do that. And do I play this defensively? I mean, it gives us a chance to clear this. I think I'm just gonna save for a Windstorm Colossus, so it will be a clean clear. Oh, Pandora on my opponent's turn. It's pretty bad. I should have gone for the card draw. Ah, bummer. Bursting Hippo. So we hit our opponent for 13 damage. We can still +1 Colossus if we play this. What other yellow creatures can we draw, though? I'm gonna go for this. Okay, we won. We won. Haha, a 7/7 burn sky. Ah, that feels nice. We did it. Good game, Cinnabon. I like your name. Alright, that's game 1. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching, you guys. Be safe out there.